Sup nerds, we got a few new stuff in the Mothman Equinox from August 13th, 2024 update. So of course we have to update our cultist item videos. As per usual, you can skip ahead to the new stuff using the timestamps if you have already watched the previous cultist items video. So without further ado, let's go check every free-to-play cultist item available in Fallout 76 right now. Starting out with public events, from one Violent Night public event, we can get the unique cultist blade called Nailer, but only if you defeat a Night Stalker with an unarmed weapon. And because this looks exactly like the normal cultist blades, we'll skip over the normal ones. But the normal ones can be found easily in a ton of different places. And though not from a public event, the Cultist Dagger can also be found in a lot of places, one of them being Johnson's Acre. Defeat the cultists around here and go to the first building to your left. Inside is an old stove, and in there will be the Cultist Dagger, assuming no one picked it up before you did. Just like with the Cultist Blade, the blade here seems to be made from stone or obsidian. But where the Cultist Blade's handle was made from antler bone, the handle here is made of jawbone. It must be very uncomfortable to hold onto those teeth. Now back onto public events. The Cultist Piercer can be acquired from the Beast of Burden public event. He has some cultist symbols on it, but it's not my favorite to be honest. A homemade pick doesn't really scream cult in my opinion. The perks on this can't be rerolled. The Elder's Mark can be acquired from Beast of Burden public event. This one definitely looks like it was made by some maniac cultist, and it's honestly a pretty good weapon. This can also be rerolled to better suit your needs. The paint goes on the mods as well. Another Beast of Burden cultist weapon is the Holy Fire, which is a very popular unique flamer. I like the look of this one quite a bit, and the blue flames add to the supernatural charm. Despite the perk being pretty decent, if you do want to reroll it for whatever reason, you can. The Cryptid Jawbone knife can be acquired from the Safe and Sound public event. You can see the same cultist markings inscribed in the blade here. This one doesn't have the best of perks, but also, why are the teeth facing the wrong way? Wouldn't striking with the teeth cause more damage? Now a few outfits that you can find out in the open world. Come to Point Pleasant for the ritual stuff. Just cross the bridge and follow the road all the way to the Mothman Museum. It is by the Mothman statue, so you can't miss it. Head to the bathroom and you will find a secret passage. Interesting modern art. Nice to take some thematic pictures. Just remember to take out the cultist around here beforehand. There is one with a flamer down here. Over here you can find the ritual mask. It's what most cultists use, very trendy I guess. And over here is the ritual bindings. I think it looks great on female characters. Despite this being one of the easier cultist outfits to find, it is definitely one of the better looking ones. Another outfit you see cultists wearing often is the pastor vestments. One can be easily found here in the Flatwoods at the top floor of the church. This corpse is wearing one too, but you can't loot it from them. But right over here under the table, there's a pastor's vestments. To be completely honest, this doesn't really give me cultist vibes, but since so many in-game cultists do use them, do with them what you will, I guess. If you come to Sutton Station, you can usually find sack hoods being sold, and though they're not specifically cultist related, a lot of them do wear these. These can also be found all over the open world. This one with the hose is my favorite. The one with the straps is a bit much. A lot of the cultists do wear this plain one here. They all go well with other cultist outfits. Now on to rewards of the Mothman Equinox seasonal event, which is where most of the cultist items are in game. One of the first things you get is of course the Mothman Equinox Stein. From Mothman Equinox, we can get the plans for the Cultist Backpack, which honestly doesn't really seem to have anything to do with cultists in my opinion. It looks more like a fisherman's backpack, but you know, it is what it is I guess. Still in Mothman Equinox, we can also get the Chainsaw Skeptikill paint. It seems to be like something out of a comic book, which I actually like. You can see the comic book style lettering of the Mothman here, but that makes it so it doesn't really look like a cultist item. But yeah, it definitely looks out of place with the cultists. You can also get several outfits in Mothman Equinox, like the Cultist Neophyte clothes and helmet. This is my least favorite cultist outfit. It makes you look like an adult wearing children's clothes. Another outfit is the Cultist Adept clothes and helmet. Slightly, but just slightly better. But this hood don't look great at all. I think the sack hoods go better with his outfits. It's no wonder most use ritual masks. One of the cooler outfits from the Mothman Equinox event is the Cultist Enlightened robe and hood. This is a very different aesthetic from the other two we saw. It's more like a classic cult look from the 60s, robes and magic and all. And there seems to be some blood splatters on the outfit, like we just finished the sacrificial ritual. And check out the glowing eyes Mothman amulet. The Cultist Incarnate helmet also drops from the Mothman Equinox seasonal event. I don't know what it is supposed to be. The antlers do kinda match the aesthetic, I guess, but it does look kinda goofy. It is a tad bit creepy, which is, I guess, what cultists want, but I'm not so sure about the goofiness. The Cultist Eventide outfit and hood are just recolors of the Cultist Enlightened outfit, but this one is clean, and so the clean black robes do make this one of the cooler outfits as well. Also in the Mothman Equinox, there are 3 skull masks that you can get. The Crude skull mask, the Hammered skull mask, my least favorite of the skull masks, and the Bone Chill skull mask, which is my favorite. I think it looks pretty cool. We also get some decorations from the Mothman Equinox seasonal event. One of them is the Enlightened Lantern, which is pretty small, but I like it. It is pretty to look at. The Mothman Cultist Incense holder looks okay, but no light, no moths. It's just a wispy smoke coming out of it. Can't even interact with it, so not really my favorite. The Mothman Bug Zapper is slightly more interesting as it lights up if you interact with it. The light is dim, but a wavering blue light always seems supernatural to me, so it's very atmospheric. You can also see a bunch of bugs fluttering around too, which adds to the aesthetic. Speaking of bugs, Fluttering Moths is a little plate you can set on the ground and animated moths will appear. And as simple as it is, I do really like it. Having moths around in your base feels mystical. A bit weird that they do phase in and out. I think it would have been cooler if the same moths flew around in the plate in a perpetual motion without disappearing. The Sacred Mothman Tome is probably the best reward from this seasonal event. Not only does it look really cool as a possible centerpiece, but it also gives you a 5% experience point bonus if you interact with it. And also, the same moths do appear while you read it. In Mothman Equinox, you can also get Moths of West Virginia displays. There are 2 variants for this display, for which you will have to get the specific plan for each separately. One is the display for the wall, and the other is for the floor. Inside of these displays, you can display 6 different moths, each of which you will require a plan of their own. The moths being the Taxidermy American Dagger Moth, the Taxidermy Beautiful Wood Nymph Moth, try saying that 5 times real fast, the Taxidermy Giant Leopard Moth, the Taxidermy Io Moth, the Taxidermy Luna Moth, and the Taxidermy Virginia Creeper Moth. This one's head and face looks like it's what the Mothman was based on. After all, it is from Virginia apparently. Also, one of the most sought after plans of this event is the Wise Mothman Throne. And it is massive, it is smoky, it is branchy, It is ambery? Everything about it is imposing and cool. Most definitely one of my favorite cultist items. We also get some plushies. This is the fuzzy Enlightened plushie. It's definitely wearing the Eventide hood and the amulet for it. But pastoral vestments maybe? Not sure any cultist would actually have something like this at home, but still. The other plushie is a fuzzy Mothman plushie, and it is very creepy. Do Mothmans have stinger tails? Creepiest plushie for sure. There's something really messed up about it. Also, during the period of Mothman Equinox, all around the map, Cultist High Priest will spawn and roam around. Killing them will drop a Cultist High Priest pack, which has a chance to drop the Cultist Elder Clothes and Helmet. I do like this one quite a bit too. Lastly, going over some quest rewards. The only cultist related weapon that you can get from a quest is the Ticket to Revenge, from the main quest in the Skyline Valley called Seeking Shelter. It is a unique railway rifle with set perks that cannot be rerolled unfortunately. But it looks freaking sweet. This is droppable. And from finishing the main quest, Oldest Trick in the Book, also from Skyline Valley, we can get the Cultist Monarch outfit and mask. Step aside, Cultist Elder, the Monarch is here for his throne. And wow, may I just say this is probably the best looking free-to-play outfit that we have ever gotten until now. Fantastic. Look at the baby Mothman on there. And that's it. Every free-to-play cultist related item in Fallout 76 available right now. Is there anything else you would like to see me collect and show? It can be anything from any game as long as I think it's cool. Tell me in the comments down below, leave a like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to see more collection videos like this, and of course, always nerd on.